Do you ever open your closet and think, why did I buy that? I definitely have, a lot. But not since shopping with Quince. I see fewer misses and a lot more hits that I'll be wearing season after season. Quince has all the seasonal must-haves, like 100% European linen shirts from $30, performance polos, and versatile activewear. The best part of all, Quince items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. By partnering directly with top factories, Quince cuts out the cost of all the middlemen and passes the savings on to us. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. I really like that. I just got 2 shirts. I ordered a third. It's coming in a week. I got 2 shirts. I just got them a couple days ago. The quality is unmatchable. I love them. They feel great. They fit great. That's why you got to shop at Quince. Fill your closet with timeless pieces that you'll be wearing for summers to come with Quince. Go to quince.com/Bubba for free shipping on your order and a 365-day return policy. That's QUINCE.com/Bubba to get free shipping on your order. And again, the 365-day return policy. Quince.com/Bubba.
And we're back, Tuds. What up? Another episode of The Loner and Stoner.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm well. I'm the host. I am the stoner. I'm not too stoned today from tooth issues, but nonetheless, I'm the stoner. Loner, what's up?
Not much, man. I've had a busy Wednesday. I just got done with all my meetings. You know, sometimes whenever I am in the middle of work, I'm like, I never in a million years thought that I would be corporate Pat.
Oh, you are. You're corporate Pat all day long.
I just and it blows my mind every single time that they got me working HR as well.
Yeah, when you first told me that, I was blown away. I'm having, because, you know, I don't think of Pat. I think of Tuttle. And I think of Tuttle running HR, and it just doesn't seem to make any sense.
It doesn't compute. It just does not compute.
Before we get into anything, I just want to let everybody know, forgive me if I sound fat-tongued or stoned, because I am. Well, not stoned. I'm high. I had to go to the dentist to get some teeth removed, so they hooked me up, you know.
Wait, teeth?
I got one here. It's crazy. Can you hear the difference in the rattler, Pat? Hold on.
They sound like some pretty thick pills.
They are thick, dude. There's some goddamn horse pills over here. So I did have to get a tooth extracted. Dude, I asked the dentist, right? Am I doing something wrong? Am I not taking care of my teeth? Am I not flossing correctly or brushing correctly? He goes, no, your issues are just with your molars. And I think it's just from use. Like they're chipped and they're cracked and you get a root canal. And, I mean, one of them was a cavity, but the other 3 were just high miles on these teeth.
Well,
all that candy at night.
You beat me to the punch, because I was going to say the same exact thing. Like okay, so a lot of people would think that with all the teeth problem or tooth problems that Colton has had, that he's a guy that does not brush his teeth. He does. He brushes his teeth, but
2-3 times a day, water pick on the daily.
But all the candy right before bed, man. Like, you eat candy, it's like cavity napalm, in my opinion. Like, I don't care.
I'm curious how many calories it is, too.
Oh,
I should total it up one night, huh?
Buddy, I could almost tell you're probably eating close to 900 to 1,000 calories of candy right before you go to bed.
Minutes before bed. I mean, literally minutes. There's times where I am starting to pass out while still shoveling candy into my mouth. That is true. Before we dive into anything, I know we had a great episode last week. Thank you to the BRN once again for having us on. And we've gotten some feedback. Our Google Voice number has officially taken off. So each week we are going to play and or read, because we do have text message as well, our top 10 from each. So if you want to call us, leave us a voicemail, I should say, or shoot us a text message at any point during our program, you can just hit pause on the podcast there and shoot us a text or a call at 813-906-8806. Once again, write this down Save it in your phone, the Loner and Stoner podcast number, something. It's 813-906-8816.
Now you can get text there, or do you know like if people can send you images at all?
I think so. It works as if it's a regular phone. I can call out if I wanted to call out through this number. I could text out through this number. So I do think so. If people wanted to send messages, why, are you trying to have dudes send me dick pics or something?
Well,
What's going on?
I wasn't. I don't know why you jumped straight to dick pics. I was saying like,
dude, you like to tuddle things up. It's in your name.
No, I'm just saying that if any, do you think we have one single female listener?
Maybe. I don't know if we have. I don't think we have. Okay, I don't think we have one female interactor yet. Now, I haven't gone through them, but I don't think that.
What I'm saying, though, like, women maybe sending you some pics or something,
I mean, we're all for it, right? For sure. Send them over.
But is that
906-8806? Send the tics. Send the tit pics.
You almost said dick there.
It's my fat tongue, Pat. It's my fat tongue. Remember I told you don't remember? Pat, you don't remember? I'm on pills. Leave me alone. Okay? Thanks. So quick few text messages here. Bubba Army 77 says, Kill Bill theme is great. The Loner and Starter podcast is really starting to sound good. Bubba Army 77 here, down the street from the Honky Tonk Saloon over in Ladson, South Carolina. The Honky Tonk. We had a great time at Honky Tonk. At least I did.
I did not have a great time because I kicked myself in the ass on the opportunity that I potentially missed out on because I mean that's a story that we need to get to eventually, in my opinion.
A story we need to get to. I should write that down over here. The story at Honky Tonk Saloon. And you know my side of the story there, right? Do you remember how my experience at the Honky Tonk Saloon?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you even found a lady at that point in time.
For that I ended up dating.
Yeah, that I ended up seeing on Live PD when it was on A&E.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys
forgot.
I don't know if you guys know this, but the chick.
Okay, so let's just a little bit. Hold on. The Bubba Love Sponge show was heard in Charleston, South Carolina. Bubba likes to go do appearances. Appearances at his markets that he's heard in. So we went and did a trip to the Honky Tonk Saloon. It was technically in Ladson, South Carolina. But it's in the Charleston market right there, like Tampa to Lutz or Tampa to Wesley Chapel, something similar to that. Not even that far. Probably Tampa to St. Pete, Tampa to Clearwater. Who knows? But it's right there, okay? It's within the Charleston area. The Low Country, as they call it. So we went to this Honky Tonk Saloon to do a meet and greet, is what it was. And Patrick Tuttle had a chance to be with somebody, and that's the story that he wants to circle back to at a later date. And I ended up closing the deal essentially on what I was looking for at that time in life. And it's funny because we're all sitting at the table, and I don't even know if Bubba remembers this, but we're all sitting at the table and we're all talking and we're all being a men, the Bubba Love Sponge show. We're looking at these beautiful women here at the Honky Tonk Saloon. And for the most part, everybody was taken. In fact, the people on this trip were Bubba Manson and his wife, Donna. Trace brought his girlfriend. I think it was their first real date, actually, which is now his wife, Lauren. Patrick, myself, and the Ned Puppet. Correct?
Yeah, the Ned Puppet. Yeah. Oh, man.
That was it, right?
Yeah, that was it. Man.
So we're sitting at the table. Hold on, I'll get to the Ned Puppet. I know where you're going with that. We're sitting at the table, and Bubba's like, so I'm the only one that's in play. I'm the only single one there. So we're sitting at the table, and Bubba goes, he's like, which one you eyeing down? And I just flat out said, if I want any of them, I would like that one. And this girl was hot, right? She was the hottest one at the bar, and that's why I said that. And long behold, it worked out. I ended up with that hot one that night, and then sticking with her for probably 6 or 7 months after the fact. And now she's been on live TV and she's since married to somebody else.
Yeah, but you
By the way.
you also like would travel like long distances. Like you would go up there, and sometimes you guys would meet halfway.
At the honky tonk at that point, remember? So we would have to meet halfway in Jacksonville, or I would drive my happy ass all the way to South Carolina. Or there was times where I had the pimp pan up, and she drove all the way down here to Tampa, Florida. We did a little bit of both.
You were on a little bit of a dry spell if you were willing to drive all the way up to South Carolina to get a piece of ass.
Yeah, whatever. You want to talk about being on a dry spell, motherfucker? Where were you going with the Ned puppet?
Well, the Ned puppet. Well, I was extremely inebriated on very, very cheap whiskey on that drive up. I think there were like Leo or maybe highway patrolmen. Remember we were at that rest stop and Trace kept fucking with me and I threw a whole trash can at him?
Yes, I do.
That was a bad one. And then, me and my drunk state at the time, we were going by Savannah, Georgia, and I was like, oh, man, that's where I got married at. And Bubba was like, where at? We're going there right now. And you guys...
Savannah, Georgia has a bunch of squares, if you will.
Mm.
And Patrick Tuttle told us what square he got for real married at with his wife at that time. So Bubba takes us to that square. Tuttle, go ahead.
Yeah, and then we had the Ned puppet, and you actually, I think you were the one that was actually operating the Ned puppet, correct?
Yes, I was Jeff Durham, that bitch.
Yeah, so
Jeff Durham was not the Ned puppet guy.
We reenacted the wedding, like with best man, best woman, or bridesmaids, all that stuff. As soon as we could, as soon as we could get Trace out of the bushes, because,
but mind you, we first pull into this square. We've been, and I say we, I wasn't drinking, but I'm participating in other things. But we pull up to the square, and as soon as we get to the square, we're in a church van, so the door slides open. Whoosh. So Trace, whips the door. No, I don't think it was Trace. I don't know who it was. I think it might have been me actually. I slide the door open for him, and Trace goes to step out, and he completely misses his step, doesn't have his balance, drunk as fuck, and he face plants, face first, boom, right into the bushes.
Let's also like to mention, I also would like to mention church van that had already done about 20 to maybe 30 hot laps around BRP.
Oh, yeah. We took the church van to the racetrack, and Bubba's doing laps.
I didn't even think we were going to make it up to Charleston.
Overheating, and then it's got clay built up. Oh, my jaw hurts from smiling so much. But then we're overheating, and we're having to scrape the fucking clay underneath the bottom of it and shit. Oh, my God, dude. It was a fun trip, though, right?
Oh, you want to know the scariest part of the whole thing was the ride back. Remember, Bubba wanted to go home same night?
Bubba might not want to admit it, but he was in like kind of a bad mood.
Well,
because he wanted to go home that same night. You are correct. That Saturday night after the event, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, he wanted to leave Charleston, South Carolina, and start heading back towards Tampa. I was down either way. I mean, whatever. But Trace, Tuttle, and Trace's girlfriend at the time were stuck on we need to stay. So we did. And I think that's one of the reasons. And then to make matters worse, Trace and his girlfriend passed out the whole way home the next morning. And we're trying to make content and do things. So I don't think Bub was very happy that whole way home. So yeah, that ride home, it was pouring rain.
Yeah, I was going to
doing about 110, messaging, texting the whole time. I mean, am I lying?
No.
Am I lying? Okay.
It was the heaviest rainstorm.
And he's talking about this truck's got a loose floater front end. This truck's got a loose floater front. Remember? Mm-hmm. Talking about trying to like jiggle in the steering wheel back left and right, almost like it's fucking floating on the front end. Like, Bubba, you're going to flip us. But yeah, that was a time.
Oh, and then we could have gotten home a lot quicker if we weren't pulling over and pouring liquor into.
Yeah, what's up with that?
A lot of you guys probably don't know this. We were pouring liquor in the windshield wiper reservoir.
Not just liquor. He would pour Gatorade or liquor or, Monsters, or it was any substance besides, the Rain-X and the windshield wiper fluid.
Or water. Just anything that would become sticky.
Yeah. And then he would just spray people going down the road, right? I mean, that's what we were doing.
It's
true.
Isn't it funny? And this is not a dig at all towards Bubba, but how he is very, very, very simply
entertained
He's by
teenagerish when it comes to those type of things. He loves the farts. He really enjoyed, no matter even though he was mad and hauling ass the whole way home. And I think fighting with somebody via text message. Maybe he wasn't fighting. Maybe he was just passively arguing.
Mhm.
But he would find joy in doing things like this, pulling over at the rest stop and filling up the windshield wiper reservoir with a bunch of sticky fluids, and then subsequently just spraying people for fun, for really just for fun.
That reminds me a lot of the propiloning.
Also something very simple, very teenagerish, but he gets a lot of satisfaction from it. So yeah, I would agree. A couple more text message here from the 702. This guy says, "Hey boys, just want to say love the podcast. I had a show idea. Maybe cause a little heat with Lummy. How about you guys get Stone Joey Logano to discuss the fallout from the show and what the beef is with Lummy? Would make a great pod and put you over. Who knows? Bubba may talk about it on the maid, so just some food for thought. Keep up the great work." And that's from the 7025 something. I'm not going to read your whole number. I disagree.
No, I think it's a great idea.
So I agree with the heat side of it, like 100%. The side I disagree with is like that heat's fucking real, like really, really, really real. And just like I wouldn't want to upset any of the big hitters, I wouldn't want to upset any of the show members. And I don't know if that. I mean, I know it'd be good radio. I just don't know if it'd be good for our overall podcast. Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yeah,
for our longevity with the BRN. Now, maybe we run it past Bubba on the side or something like that and see what he says, and not not tip our hat to Lummy. What's your thought?
First off, congratulations to Lummy for becoming the new executive producer of the show. I don't know. I really think if Lummy is, I think he knows how to work a lot more when it comes to radio now. I think he would be okay with it if we got some entertainment value off of it.
Okay. I mean, I don't disagree.
Bubba talks all the time about like the one thing that like completely ruined his life at one point on a regular basis because it's entertaining, it's interesting, it's something that the listeners want to hear.
Okay. But there's that line of like realness. Bubba talks about the stuff that ruined his life all the time, but if we were to go on Calta's show or have Calta on the pod, like we're done. Straight up, we're done. Am I wrong about that?
I actually think that if we could get Mike Calta to be on the podcast and do a real interview and we held his feet to the fire and stuff, I think Bubba would be all for it.
Okay.
I mean, you don't think so?
You know what? I don't disagree with you. That's what's tough. Is it truly depends on what Bubba you get.
Has he been in a good mood lately?
Oh, he's been the greatest Bubba ever lately.
Okay, well,
it can't flip,
Do you want to just run it by?
Yeah, I would feel comfortable not just bringing him on like ourselves. I would feel comfortable maybe running it by either Seth, or Seth first, I should say, and then maybe Bubba, or Bubba first and then Seth. I don't know. I just know that Bubba on the air specifically said that he gave full reins of anything that has to do with the podcast to Seth. So that's why I said Seth first.
So if Seth tells us yes, then we go for it and we don't tell anybody about it.
Agreed. But some fucking listener or some Mark's going to be already blow Lummy's phone up. Guys, I love Lummy just as much as you do. Can you guys not blow him on in this one thing, please? And we might not even get the approval, but I ask you, please. Then we have a couple text messages, Tuttle. People really like that bullying story from last week. The 941 says, Loner and Stoner have me rolling with the fuck you nerd pay me Marvin sound effects. He said, can't wait for the fourth show coming out. And then the 678 said, Tuttle's bullying story was awesome. We need to know more. He goes, also, potatoes are vegetables. And that's from the 678. So appreciate it.
Hey, it's not a
352?
vegetable.
What's up?
It's not a vegetable. Potatoes are not vegetables. It's a starch.
I always thought it was a vegetable.
Well, do you know tomato? Tomato, a fruit.
No,
or
I thought
vegetable.
it was a vegetable.
No, it's a fruit.
Oh, well, shows you how much I know. Someone from the 352. Hey guys, listen to the recent podcast and I love it. You guys work well with each other and you keep it entertaining and thought provoking. Such a compliment to the Bubba Army and the show to keep my day going. I appreciate you. From the 352. He's rather local gentleman.
We're gonna get some
up?
negativity, or are we just is everybody just gonna suck our dicks?
I'm sure we have some negativity too, but we'll see. This guy sent us some show links. I think, not show. My apologies. Song links. This is from Mark from Connecticut. Hey guys, I got a few tunes that would kick ass for your intro to get people's attention. If you need permission to use these, I can get them from you. The band is called Renegade Roach. They hail out of Nashville via South Carolina. They kick ass. You guys are dialing it in. I love it. They have music all over, and they would not mind some exposure. Well, we just gave a shout out to them, to Renegade Roach. But I do think we have our intro song officially locked in, unless people start getting mad at it.
I'm glad that I'm not gonna be the one this week that people are gonna complain about sounding slow or fat tongued or whatever it may be.
I'm on pills.
Because usually we record these late at night after I have. A lot of people don't realize this, even though I have not been working in radio. 20 years of radio has just basically accustomed me to waking up at 4:30, 4 o'clock every single goddamn morning. And I've been up way, way later than what Colton has. And we usually don't even record this until like 7 o'clock at night. And, I know a lot.
I still work a full-time job. That's,
What time do you get up?
Job that you still have to actually go to.
What time do you get up?
Lately it's been bad.
Okay.
Lately it's been like 8 o'clock.
And really, how much physical work are you actually doing?
Let's not talk about my work right now. It's not doing hot.
So what are you going to do? Do you want to talk about that at all?
No,
or
I really don't until I have something figured out. I'm still sure we're diving into it as we're not talking about it. Yes, I'm still with the company. Yes, I'm still working with them. Just to be quite honest with you, the company's having some cash flow problems and trying to figure out where they're going.
All right. And when was the last time you got a paycheck?
I've worked a couple weeks for free. And subsequently, that's now why I have put my foot down, and I'm cool as fuck with the boss, and we're good. But yeah, so I'm taking this week to myself. It kind of worked out for me anyways. As we all know, I had a fucking flat tire, so I need 2 new tires, a serpentine belt for that's separate, obviously. And I might need something with my control arm, so I got to get the truck fixed this week. So I don't have a truck anyways. And then I had to go to the dentist, as we know. I'm on pills, so I had to get the tooth extracted. So that was done this week. So I had things to get done of my own anyways. But yeah, the cat's out the bag. I didn't work this week, and the company's having cash flow problems. And yeah, I'm listening to the current episode number 3. The first episode was okay. Second episode is getting better, and so far, today the third episode is awesome. Love what you guys are doing. Keep it up. And oh, by the way, I hate that section of 40 in Ocala. He's talking about that section there when they had the overturned bus there.
Yeah, you're talking about the passing lanes.
Oh, I thought he was talking about the overturned bus. It's kind of the same area, wasn't it?
Yeah, because we had talked about how everybody will go slow, and then once you get to the passing section on 40, going through the
egos, they want to speed up.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. From the 813, we got somebody. Hey, Willie Will in Tampa here. Love the Loner and Stoner podcast. You guys should do a segment on the happenings of Tuttle's elderlyhood and maybe one of the good deeds you do. Maybe it'll inspire more people to get involved with whatever it is getting compassion about. Either way, tits on the show, guys. Yeah, but then don't you feel weird when you do something good and then boast about it? Or is that just me?
Oh, I have low self-esteem. I never think
if you want to give a homeless man $1, do you record it?
No.
Okay, because I don't. Well, first off, I don't really give money out. I would give like a water or a Gatorade or something like that. But I'm not going to record me handing this guy money, or the Gatorade, I should say. It feels weird to me. Like if I'm gonna help, like constantly, my main thing is I'm 6'1", or I say I'm 6 foot. I'm probably 6'1". My main thing is I'm constantly helping people in the grocery store. I'm gonna be going to Sam's Club today, to get some stuff. Shout out Scott and Big Up. We know what's going on. But I'm gonna go get some stuff at Sam's Club today, and I can almost guarantee you that somebody is gonna need help getting a case of water. Almost every time I go, somebody needs help loading a case of water, and I do it. And I think everybody should, but I'm not the person that goes and brags about it, or now that I'm bragging about it. Pat,
What?
if you do a good deed for somebody, will you record it?
I mean, unless like like we've met like panhandlers. Remember that guitar playing dude?
Skunk.
Yeah, Skunk. Near Lummy's house
by the Armature Works, down in the hood by Lummy's Rental.
We filmed that, giving him some money, but that was show related.
Yeah, and that was more of, it wasn't even like giving him money. It was more of like trying to give him the opportunity to come play, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we did give him some money.
A couple more text messages here, and we can dive into some content. I think formatically, we're still working through how we want to do this. Tuttle and I were thinking kind of getting the show to kind of go through our feedback from the listeners through text messages and voicemails, 813-906-8806. Save that number, please. And then after that, we can kind of dive into things from there. That way, every week we're touching on the feedback from what we guys are getting. From the 647, Calvin says, love the show, boys. Listening from Toronto, Canada. Missed you, Tuttle and Colton. So glad you're back. And we got someone from the 407. You guys are doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. Love the show. Colton, you're the man. Tuttle, you are also the man. Bubba Army for life. And that's true. Bubba Army for sure. Without the Bubba Army, we wouldn't be doing this. So thank you. And another one from the 352. We had quite the listeners from 352 today. Hey, fellas, this is Bubba Branch out of Lakeland, Florida. Absolutely love the podcast. Show is great. Very funny, entertaining. Love hearing Tuds and Colton together. I'm excited to hear the next episode. I actually know exactly who this is when he said Bubba Branch.
When did Lakeland become 352?
He might be like on that borderline there. And you know who he is, Pat?
Who?
You know that guy I always show you with the fucking beautiful semi trucks?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know, with the Talladega, wheel well or whatever it's called, fiberglass wells and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Red, beautiful truck. I think it's Atlas Heavy Haul. So anybody that needs, any heavy haul in Florida.
Passion, drive, and patience. The formula of winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything for you to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED lights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has it covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With all the parts you need at the prices that you want. It's easy to make your car the MVP it needs to be and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Again, ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This podcast is brought to you by eHarmony, the dating app to find someone you can be yourself with. Why doesn't eHarmony allow copy and paste in first messages? Because you are unique, and your conversations should reflect that. eHarmony wants you to find someone who will get you. How are you going to know who gets you if people send you the same generic conversation starters they message everyone else? Conversations that actually help you get to know each other. Imagine that. Get who gets you on eHarmony. Sign up today.
Georgia, South Carolina, I think kind of that southeastern United States. Atlas Heavy Haul. Get a hold of Bubba Branch. Him and his wife. Great people. Not to mention he's got a beautiful show truck. So, Bubba, appreciate you listening, man. Seriously. And it was great meeting you out there at 75 Chrome Shop recently.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you happen to see the picture I posted on my social media? I got out of the shower and my hair looked good. I took a picture, like a selfie. I don't do a lot of selfies. A lot of the stuff that I post are like night sky pictures, nature, bullshit like that I'm sure. Yeah. So, somebody's coming by on a big motorcycle.
You need some foam over there.
I need to. I'm working on the studio. I'm working on it. But I posted a selfie. You've known me for quite a while. We lived together for a couple of years. Do you think I have a lazy eye? And because somebody asked about it and asked if I have a lazy eye, and
you do not have a lazy eye, but in that picture, you got a lazy eye.
Well, do you want to know why though? So I don't have a resting lazy eye, but at certain angles, it's not even a lazy eye. It's I took a line drive when I was pitching in my senior.
Are you real right now?
Yeah.
Why am I just not finding out about this?
I took a line drive my senior year in high school pitching. We were in the state tournament pitching. Took a line drive. It hit me right above my left eyebrow. And at certain angles, especially like when I'm taking a picture from above, I can't open my left eyelid as much as I can my right one.
I've never noticed.
And it's not that I'm wall-eyed or I have a lazy eye or anything like that. It's just it looks weird because I cannot open my left eye as much as I can my right one. I mean, I've done a lot of stupid stuff, but that's the worst injury that I've had in that area. It was bad.
I see that because I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at the picture more. Sorry for the hesitation. You do. It's that left eye. You do look a little crooked. You do look a little lazy-eyed. You're lazy-eyed Tuttle. That's officially what you're going to be. I guess so.
I can't wait until the next time I'm on Bubba's show because Bubba is like a pit bull. Like once he finds out something about you, like he's not going to let it go.
You're absolutely going to eat it up. So we got a voicemail here from the 603.
Just listened to your last podcast. Very good stuff. Just had a question for, I guess, both of you. Either one of you guys or both of you still talk to Trace. And if so, how he's doing. Let's see that too. Okay. Have a good day, guys. Take care.
So as far as Trace goes, I've spoke to him. I don't want to say we hang out like we did because we don't. We really don't hang out much at all actually anymore. But yeah, I've spoke to him. We stay in touch. We probably speak maybe 4 times a year, 5 times a year. So nothing near like we did. The last time I saw him actually was some guys were in town. Some of our Army friends were in town, and we were doing a soccer event at our high school. And he showed up to play soccer and hang out with the guys and go have beers and stuff afterwards. And that was actually this year. That was 2024. So I've seen him this year since the new year. He's doing well. And yeah, he's pretty much he knows I'm doing my thing with Bubba. I know he's doing his thing. And we respected each other. There was no animosity. We didn't fight, nothing like that. But as far as do we hang out and see each other anymore? No, not to be honest, no, not really.
Hey,
Got another one here from the 240.
Colton, hey, Tuttle. This is Marvin from the old high school, buddy. Where's the payment?
Hey, he's coming to get his money, Pat. Nerd.
I actually had a couple of people reach out to me and was like, why did you say his last name on the podcast? And I'm like, what am I worried about right now?
Where's he at? Is he for real in jail?
He might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're not sure, but honestly, who cares? Another one from the 843. So like I said, each week we're going to kind of pick our top 10 of text, top 10 voicemails, and play those on the air. This is one from the 843.
Hey, guys. Loving the podcast, man. Getting better every time, no doubt. Just listen to episode 3. Dead on, love it. Very entertaining. When it comes to the end and I want to keep listening to more, that's when you know you're on, in my opinion. Mind you, I'm a garbage man in Charleston, South Carolina. But anyway, huge Bubba fan. Don't want to go on too long. Proud of you, Tuttle. Colton, you're awesome. Y'all keep it up.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Seriously, we appreciate that a lot. We'll circle back to these. Pat, so obviously we talked about my broke down truck, right? And I'm having issues with that. We're going to try to get it figured out. but you and I speak pretty much daily, right? Don't you think we speak daily?
I would say for the most part, yeah.
I think so. I think we speak daily. Sometimes longer than others. Sometimes it's just, yo, what's up? You good? All right, cool. Talk to you later. But we spoke this week, and there's one thing you said that really caught my attention. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You sent me a text, and it was a very weird text. It was very cryptic, and you were asking something along the lines of, "What's wrong with me? Am I strange, ugly, nerdy, or weird?" Something like that. Do you remember what you said verbatim? Because
Yeah,
I don't really remember exactly what it was. What was that about?
I just was really in my feelings this week. Like just the passing of my mom, then Mother's Day, and then Monday would have been my dad's 77th birthday. And I know like everybody's going to die at one point, and that's a pretty good age to make it to. A lot of people do go longer, but I don't know. It's just the back to back to back things. And, like with my anxiety and stuff, I overthink everything. And I'm like, how did I let myself get into this situation? About to be 44. I'm single, have no siblings, really don't have any family members around here. And it's just like, like when it comes to talking to people, when it comes to the radio stuff or doing stupid shit or doing stunts and all that good stuff, I have no fear. Like I don't get embarrassed doing that type of stuff. But when it comes to women or meeting women or trying to get that initial conversation to which would lead to more is see I'm getting all sideways right now just thinking about it. What is my problem? Because like I've gone out on dates like Pretender or any of the other like social media dating sites, and I'll get the one date, but like when I meet them for the first time, I don't know, am I just too odd? Am I too strange? Am I not normal enough?
Sometimes you're too good guy. Okay. In today's dating age, and in the dating world, the saying forever has been around forever. The saying forever. Sorry, we know what that is. The saying has been around forever. Nice guys finish last, right? And it's true. And now it seems to be more than ever. I've seen a meme actually of a girl recently on Instagram. She's like, "Don't be the guy with the flowers," and she's pretty much calling herself a fucking whore, saying like, don't be the guy with the flowers. Come over and fuck me, blah blah blah. Do all these things, but don't be the guy with the flowers.
I've never, ever, ever brought a chick flowers before. Maybe my wife when I was married, but
Yeah, I get that. Just like, yeah, I get that. But ultimately, what I was saying was it was like you kind of honed in too far. I need you to zoom out and get more of an eagle's eye view, which was the nice guys finished last right now. And by you being who you are, you're a great person, Tuttle. I fucking love you. I do. I fucking love you. Okay, so please don't take this the wrong way. But there are times where you can be a little overbearing.
I know that. I know that.
I think that may be something that they see as a potential red flag. They're saying on date one, this guy is already, and Pat, I see it as a good thing, okay? Like you're prepared, you're on time, you're doing all the things that a real man should be doing, okay?
This is why it's mind blowing, Colton.
But some of the women don't see it that way. They like the chase. They like the fuck boy. They like the guy that they don't know if he's going to be on time from the date because he had to drop off his other girlfriend first. For some reason, they are attracted to that. It seems to me they're confusing the alpha with the asshole. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you can be alpha without being an asshole. But I see right now in the times we're in, that seems to be a little just kind of a gray area. So, but you mentioned one thing in that monologue that caught my attention. And you mentioned this when we spoke this week on the phone as well. I mentioned, Pat, if I was in your scenario I would probably go ahead and you're making some good money. Your HR Pat. We just spoke about how your HR Pat. HR people make good money. Okay, it is what it is.
I'm working like 3 jobs now.
You're working like a Jamaican. Your HR Pat. But you got money is what I'm getting at. You got money. You have a vehicle. You have a place to bring back these women if you need to. Okay, but you might have to shell out some shekels, my friend.
I'm not doing it.
You are stuck. You are hard-headed and stuck on not paying for any dating apps.
No, because it's a scam though, Colton.
It's
is.
not.
It
It's
is.
not a scam. It's them making money because they are capitalizing on the new way of meeting people. There's no longer walk through the mall and meet somebody. Motherfucker, nobody goes to the mall. When people do go to the mall, they are in and out most of the time picking up an online order of which they already ordered. Now, I understand that some people may not be that way, but the woman you're looking for, the single woman who has her life more than likely kind of streamlined, if you will, and she's probably up to date on technology because she's on those dating apps. She's out doing what she has to do. But if you're not going to pay for it, I don't know. I don't know how much success you're going to have.
Is there a
limited of 10 swipes a day or whatever it may be?
Is there a money back guarantee on this? Like,
no, I don't think there is.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
there is. Now, if you'd like me to put up, half of your first month subscription, I will be glad to help you. But I know it's not a money thing for you. It's just the principle.
Yeah, I just have a difficult time, even if it's $1 for a dating app, to spend money. I think it's pathetic.
Now, let me ask you, and you have things going against you, okay? You do. I'm not talking about your appearance. I'm not talking about any of that. When I'm talking about things going against you, it's your location. You are in an old person town.
Yeah, but I'm not like imprisoned here. Like I go out. Like you know this one woman that I've been speaking to. And I'm not being the what'd you say, fuck boy that, or it's fuck boy. The opposite is that does fuck boy just mean literally fuck boy?
Yeah, just being a complete fuck boy, doing everything wrong and fucking them over.
Okay, but I'm not being overbearing with this one. Like we go out on walks, we hang
and how
out.
do you think it's going right now?
I mean, it's good, but I mean,
she hasn't shut you down and friend zoned you yet, right?
No.
So I would say this one of your history. Sorry, those pills get you. Does it get you?
Well, no, I've never taken them.
I thought you were laughing. I lost my train of thought. It's these damn pills. I'm so sorry. But what I was getting at was, you're doing the right thing. Okay. She hasn't friend zoned you. I would continue doing what you're doing. But be a little bit more assertive. Maybe next time you're on another walk, a little more assertive. To go elsewhere. That's all. That's all I was getting at. I was getting at that. Also, mind you, this girl I actually know that you're talking about, she's not an American girl, which I'm not worried about that. What I'm saying is she's also not on the dating apps and stuff like that. She's more traditional because she's not American. It's the American girls that are on the dating apps looking for the fuck boys. The foreigner woman, she's going to take care of you. She's going to make your sandwich. She's going to make the bed. She's going to make you happy. You know what I mean? The American woman looking for money. You understand?
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice.
You know what I'm saying? So all I was getting at was you may have to pay for some dating apps, whether it's Plenty of Fish. I don't know if Tinder is necessarily a dating app, especially for your age. Hell, even for my age. I think Tinder is made for like the college kids' age. I thought. I don't think Tinder. I don't think 30. I'm now 30. Great. But I don't think 30 plus, especially 40 plus, I don't think Tinder is necessarily the home for you.
You completely shocked me because I thought you were going to list Grindr on there at one point just to make a joke.
I'm not being an asshole. From the 352, we got one here.
Listen, you're listening to the Loner and Stoner Show. Woo! You can't get no better than that.
Okay, he's trying to do a little intro for us there. I like it. Another one from the 610.
Colton Tuttle. I'm so happy to have Tuttle back. Colton, you're a 30-year-old man. I know you're living at home to save money, but you're living like a child.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, sir. I am living at home. I did just turn 30. I am living like a child. Um, I got nothing for you. You're right. Like, you're damn right. Another one from the 610.
You never cut that guy's name out. You said you were going to, but you didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I never.
oh, you caught us. You caught us. Oops.
I just let it ride.
Mine as well. We got two more, and we can dive into the next one here. An unknown number, so who knows what this is gonna be?
Boner and Stoner, what's up? It's the numb nut, as Bubba calls me. I'm the guy that called in last week about the sound effect, the attaboy bloop.
So did you hear Bubba talked about that on the main show? And what he said was Bubba considered changing it at first, right? Bubba's like, okay, what sound is this guy talking about? Rhett chimed in to tell him what sound, blah, blah, blah. And they talked about it. And Bubba considered changing it. And then Bubba kind of went, you know what?
Fuck him.
No. He goes, why am I letting this guy change stuff on my show, an internationally syndicated radio show, well, content show? Excuse me. Why am I going to let him change what I'm doing on my show? Letting these two guys that are literally 4 podcasts in get to me and change what my show through these guys. It's not happening.
I didn't say anything good or bad about it. I didn't even.
He was not mad at us. He was saying, why am I letting this guy go through these two essentially, new podcasters to the channel to change stuff on my internationally syndicated show, which I agree with. I'll play the rest of his podcast though, or voicemail.
Man, did he do a number on me? He called me a bitch, a numbnut, a dick, a troll, and a bunch of other things. I'm sure you heard it on the big show. Just want to know your thoughts. Did you do any research? Did you listen to the alternative sound effects, one that Babyface proposed, or the kazoo sound? I'll try to call in on the Friday wrap-up show, but let me know your thoughts. Man, I don't know if he'll change it now. He doubled down on it, but do you like that sound effect?
So, I see your point, sir. I do. I think that the sound effect could be changed. Does it, like, deep down, does it really bother me? No, I really don't give a fuck about that sound effect. I care about the sound of the show and the program and the BRN and the content, but do I care about that one little sound effect? No, not really. But I do appreciate the content. I appreciate you getting our exposure out there, getting the Loner and Stoner show out in front of the main show and getting us heard. So I do appreciate that. If you love to call into the weekly wrap up show, I do that with Lummox and Rhett. That is every Friday. That is a live show. You can find it on YouTube, Rumble, all the places. And that's like every Friday wrap up show live with Lummox, Rhett, and myself. That starts about 10:30 every Friday. So, yeah, that's that. Last voicemail, and then we can move on. From the 8-1. Sorry, I got 2 more. My apologies.
I just do one more.
I have 2 more. Let's just get them.
All right.
Hey there, Tuttle and Colton. Man, you sure got some big exposure on the Bubba show this morning. I just wanted to say I tend to agree with that caller. It's a
Oh God.
dumb sound effect.
Abort.
I don't know what sound effect he was talking about, but
Abort.
This sound effects got heat in the final one. Here we go. Before we go.
Hi, Colton. This is your mother.
Wait, what? Hold on. Let me rewind this. Hold the phone here. All right. Rewind and turn this up really a little bit louder here.
Hi, Colton. This is your mother. I found your mic stand. I put it on the second floor of your closet. Just in case you're looking for it. Bye.
Oh, that's
Good
definitely not
voicemail. It's a good voicemail. He's doing a callback to when we talked about my room and how my room is overflowing with shit. And it's like a child's room, much like the gentleman from the 610 said. It very much is like a child's room. And I'm running out of room in here, so I have hidden the mic arm, the extra mic arm, in my sister's room. And this gentleman's doing a callback saying he's my mother, and he found the mic arm, and he subsequently put it on the second floor of my closet. What were you saying, Tuttle? I'm sorry.
I was just saying that at first I was like, that's not his mom.
It's not my mom. You're right. It's not my mom. You are right about that. To talk about something we spoke about earlier, we talked about working from home, and I talked about how right now I'm not necessarily working this week. I am still doing some work from home. Not a lot, but very minimum. And it made me think. I saw this story about people that work from home, right? And what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you work from home. How long have you worked from home now?
2.5 years. No, maybe 2 years. I know it's not less than it's 2 years plus.
Okay. And what have you noticed about it? Do you have more freedom? Are you able to do more things that you want to do?
Not really, because I feel like I'm tied down to the house all the time. And what I will say, and you'll like this, is that the amount of money that you save, though.
Oh, I bet. Just on fuel, on lunch, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, when you get hungry, you don't have to go anywhere to buy something. You just go to the refrigerator, make whatever you want to.
That would make sense. I was looking for the story that I had. It was the best places. I honestly, I thought it was fucking ridiculous. It was the best places to work from home at Walt Disney World. And I
Really?
just thought, honestly, I felt fucking, it's not my company, but I felt ripped off. If I was the boss or the owner of that company, I would completely feel ripped off. And that's why I was asking if you think you have more free time to do what the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
But
Well,
still, it was like, I thought this was completely just wrong. Completely wrong. Of course, now I can't find it. But ultimately, yes, that's all it was. It was a guy explaining to you how he goes through his workday as a single male, already weird, at Walt Disney World.
wait, shut the fuck up, buddy.
You go to fucking Disney World?
No, I mean, I don't go to Walt Disney World, but you
That's
said
what I'm talking about.
single man, though.
No. Single male that goes to Walt Disney World.
Oh, definitely a pedophile.
Yeah, fucking weird, right? I mean, not definitely pedophile, but fucking weird for damn sure. And then this guy then did a tutorial, however you say, sorry, pills. He did a tutorial on how you can work at Walt Disney World from home and the best places to do it from. And I felt it was complete bullshit. That's all. That was
Small World ride, maybe.
I guess. I honestly, I have no fucking idea. But when I heard it, I was like, is this guy serious? Like, there's no way he's serious.
Carousel of Progression.
I just thought it was complete bullshit. And then finally, before you leave, you sent me a story on the best places I think to live. Was that what it was?
Yeah, and it kind of blew my mind because I really don't. The best place in the United States, in the whole United States, is Naples to live.
Naples, Florida.
I don't see it. Have these people really spent any time? And
What's the top 5? We got Naples, Florida, Boise, Idaho, Colorado Springs, Greenville, South Carolina, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm thinking it's all old people that do these fucking surveys.
Yeah, because Naples, I mean, it's not the best. I mean, Southwest Florida.
It's nice.
It's nice, but I mean, just like any other place, and any other place across the whole entire country, there's some bad places around Naples. How far is Fort Myers from Naples?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's still quite a bit. Fort Myers to Naples is it's an hour.
Okay.
I mean, that's enough for the crime to fucking be separated, you know? So speaking of crime, top 5 most dangerous places to live in the United States. I'll start with number 5, work my way to number 1. Number 5, Little Rock, Arkansas. Number 4, Birmingham, Alabama. Number 3, Detroit, Michigan. Number 2, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm starting to see a theme.
And number 1, Memphis, Tennessee. Most dangerous place to live. Number 1, Memphis, Tennessee.
Survey says. I mean, do you am I?
I would agree. I've been to Memphis. Don't like it. Would not move there. Agreed. Not my style. Not my
Detroit.
Yeah, not my style. Good way to put it. St. Louis, Missouri, never been. Can't actually say. Detroit, probably also not my style. Birmingham, Alabama, and Little Rock, Arkansas. Of those 5, where would you have, if you had to move to one of those 5 places, Memphis, Tennessee, St. Louis, Missouri, Detroit, Michigan, Birmingham, Alabama, or Little Rock, Arkansas, where is Tuttle moving to?
St. Louis.
Yeah, I want to say I would do the same, but I don't want to deal with the weather there.
I want to
I might be down there with the Birmingham Biscuits.
Yeah, I mean Birmingham. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Still within driving distance of Florida. So yeah,
Don't necessarily get like freezing cold. So that would be my place. To
I
go.
also wouldn't want to be in Tornado Alley, being in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's true too. You know what? I just love Florida. I don't think I'll ever leave. And
What?
if you ask the gentleman from the 610, I'll never leave my parents' house, and I'll never leave this bedroom. Looks like a child's bedroom.
What would it take for you to leave? Could a woman do it? Job, money?
Yes. All three could do it. You know what I mean? All three could do it, but probably not. Well, hell, Pat, I think that's that. I think we did this. We squeezed this podcast in on your lunch break because, as we know, yesterday I was at the dentist getting pills. So we squeezed this in the following day on your lunch break. I'm gonna go run to Sam's Club and do Operation Scout and Big Gulp and get that done. And the weekly wrap-up show will be on Thursday of this week because the Bubba Les Punch show is off on Friday.
4-day weekend?
I believe so. Yes, sir. And that's really about it. Be sure, please, to follow us on social media at Tuttle, Tuddle. Follow myself on Instagram and Twitter, Colton BTLS. That's COLTON BTLS. You can call or voicemail the show. Sorry, Bills. You can leave a voicemail or text the show, 813-906-8806. Save that number in your phone. You're listening to this podcast. Hit pause. Shoot us a text. Hit pause. Leave us a voicemail. So on and so forth. Don't forget Venmo and PayPal for the Bubba Army so they can get paid. So therefore, we can stay and continue to do this podcast. Tuttle, do you have anything else?
No, I do not. It was a great time. Thanks, Colton, as always.
It was great. We do not have an outro song yet, do we? Did we determine that?
We don't need one.
I don't think we need one either. We just say, peace.